Good evening, fellow punters. Mickey D with you here on Tuesday evening with a few for tomorrow at 6:30. We had two running today. The going went against the first one. It rained. He was out of Yates. I don't know what sort of a stunt he pulled. He landed up on the fence at one stage and he must have got injured or something. He got pulled up shortly afterwards. And the other one, the going suited, but the distance didn't. Staying on third. We were damn lucky to get back money at all and a bit of profit with it, because I thought he was going to fall out, or she, back out the back of the television, but she is a stayer. I said the third run, not the next one, the one after that, at about 3 mile, we'll go back in to get our, to see can we get in again. Bit of housekeeping first. A few newcomers on the bus. David from Derry, Robert Davis, or Davies, and MJW. And just to let you know, I spoke with Nicole Murta, administrator with Irish Jockeys, Injured Jockeys Fund, and she was able to tell me, looking back to the record, that she received the money that I sent a month ago, and that it's going to be on the Just Given website anymore, and it'll be up as Mickey D's Racing Tips. It'll be €50 every second month, and €50 every second month will also go to the English Jockeys Fund, as we have a lot of followers in England. Hello, as well, I was looking last night, new followers in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, and in New Zealand, Sri Lanka, Trinidad and Tobago, Egypt. So you're very welcome on the bus. If anyone wants to leave a message at any time, a comment, we can welcome you formally. New jobs delegated on the bus as well. Dino is in charge of luggage from now on. We're a 4-tier bus now, so the crowd is getting bigger, and he'll be in charge of the luggage, getting it up to the 3rd and 4th floors through an elevator at the back of the bus. And 2 new chefs, 2 women, Breda King and Rachel Duncan, to help out Rob the Old Mongoose and Craig. And there'll be another few jobs delegated in the next few days. I'm looking for a mechanic and a maintenance man. Any volunteers? Tomorrow we have a few that you'll recognise. The 2:23 is first. It's at Wrexham. It's a 4-mile race. 5 runners. No favourites in the last 5 years. 3 10-year-olds have won it and 2 9-year-olds. And there's no 10-year-old this year. There's 3 9-year-olds, a 7-year-old and an 8-year-old. Prince Dundee is a 9-year-old out of Stowaway. 24 chases, and he has won 4 of them. And 10 places, and the 4 wins has been at Hexham, and 1 is over course and distance, and he was second by a neck in this race last year. D Star has some difference, or a similar sort of profile, but never ran the distance. 26 wins, or runs, 4 wins and 11 places. There's an interesting one there, the Irish Heart, and there's money for it. Diego's Way. It won at Bangor the last time, over 3 miles, and it is point-to-point place or winner as well. There is money for it, but it's out of Stow as well, so Stowaway, so the chances are it will stay. But we have to go on proven track record, and it's a 9-year-old, and Prince Dundee at 7-2 there, I think is worth a point win. Then the 2:38 at Southwell, 5 furlong sprint. I'm snuffling a bit. I went out walking the dogs last night and I picked up a bloody head cold, and I was well muffled up. People will be familiar that's with us on the bus a good while. Alligator Alley needs good to firm ground, or it needs a surface like this. I've said it before. One of his best runs actually was this year, and his first run for the new yard after leaving Joseph O'Brien, when it was 3rd in Wolverhampton at 20-1, and the horse that was second actually was Highfield Princess, that went on to win Group 1 races after that. It was rated 95 at the time. It actually went down into 85, and it won a race on the turf. in Thirsk in August. It's rated 92, but it's interesting that Fine Wine is the favourite. I'll get rid of the way, and we have a good weight turnaround. In May when we met Fine Wine, it won, but it's carrying 8 stone 1, and we were carrying 8 stone 13, and now we're getting a couple of pounds, 3 pounds. That's a big weight turnaround. So on that alone, we have a good chance, I think. So we need a fast pace, and we need a bit of luck and running. We're 9-2. I think we could go a pint win on that as well. Moving on to the 3:15 then at Warick. It's a veterans race. A lot of you will recognise a lot of those names. You'll have backed them down through the years. Top weight Lostintranslation is the class act. It's the first time going in a veterans chase like this with similar age profile group. A Group 1 winner has 5 wins from 14 chases. It goes well fresh. It won first time out last year, and it was his only win that campaign, and it was 160, and now it's 150. He also won first time out in 2020, and then in 21 it was third in the Betfair Chase. Joe Tizard in the last 21 days, 49 runs, 7 wins and 14 places, so he's going all right. So the one that I'd fear most probably would be Snow Leopardess. That goes well fresh as well. It won first time out last year, and it went off a fairly short price for the Grand National, which was pulled up. I might do a small reverse forecast, the one on the 4. Where are we now? We're on to we're heading to Dundalk, would you believe? Why are we going to Dundalk? Because Samrogue is in it. And Samrogue has won for the bus 3 different times this year, all at tidy little prices. It needs a break between races, and it has a little break got. As you can see there, it won on the 25th of March at 4-1. It beat Collective Power. It won in Cork then at 8-1 on the 22nd of July, and it won then in Laytown on the 8th of September. It needs a little bit of a break. She's a lightly raced filly. She won off 64 in Laytown. I think she's only up 3 pounds. Now the big danger would be Dandyville. Dandyville is lurking there. It's absolutely thrown in if it hit Pig Forum. You can see there that it's I think it's 67, but it was 80 when it rejoined Lupini when it left. You see what they were at there. It was changing stables. 1-3 for Miss Lupini. Then it went to Jack Davison. Then it went down 7 or 8 pounds, and it went off beaten favourite the last time. But that's drawn wide. It's drawn in 16. So I hope that we get a handy position, and that we can finish fast. We like the surface. We've only been out of the money once in Dundalk, so that's a 9-2 shot there. And then finally we go to Kempton. It's a 2-mile race. Bandinelli for Charlie Appleby and William Buick. It's a 4-year-old out of Dubawi. Has run 7 times on the all-weather, winning 3, and 2 of those was in Kempton. And they were at 2 mile as well. And I'd say what they're trying to do is they're trying to get it to win a race. This is what my take is on it, that I'm hoping that it's 98 or 97 now. That it was last seen in the Northumberland Plate behind Trushan, but it won off 90 and 95 there in Kempton. And you have to be over 100 sort of to go out to Medan. That's my thinking of it. And Appleby is on fire lately. He's in his last 28 runners, he has 11 wins and 11 places. Now that's very close to 40%. So he's in for him. There's a few that you'd be sort of afraid of, all right, but Ranch Hand is a decent horse, and so is Prince Imperial, but that might need heavier ground. With old Rainbow, they're decent, but I just thought that might be worth a pint win as well. So that's me done and dusted. Bash the bookies. Over and out.